What are some things that people claim happen all the time, but you've never seen? Women complaining about a man holding the door for them. Where I live, everyone, male or female or otherwise, holds the door for everyone else, and I've never seen anyone angry about it. Based on what I was told growing up, I really expected there to be a lot more random strangers offering me free drugs. Flat Earth. Never discussed with people who believe in Flat Earth. It's hard for me to believe this ignorance still exists. I live in Florida and work at a hotel on the beach. In all the years I've lived and worked here, I have never seen a whale. Apparently they're all over and swim up and down the coast all the time. I've never seen one. Edit. Because people are being funny talking about obese people on the beach or at Walmart, which I do see a lot of. But you all know that I mean the marine mammal in the order of cetaceans. The infamous post-Taco Bell shits. And then everyone stood up and clapped. Winning the top slot machine progressive jackpot at the casino. They say it happens regularly, but I've never seen it or met anyone who actually has won it. Those freaking super parties you see in movies. Everyone has been to one except me apparently. Just freaky party. Never in my life has a party been that out of control. A trans person trying to spy on assault me in the bathroom. Friends getting laid. Hope I will never see it. I unfortunately have walked in once. Someone being made fun of talked about negatively at the gym. 5-time weekly gym goer for 10+ years and have never seen it. And I always wear only one headphone while listening to a book, so it's not like I wouldn't hear if it happened. My gym buddies are some of the nicest people I've ever met. Just happens that they're also in the 1,000 pound club. I've yet to see a politician shed their skin. People being rude to breastfeeding mothers in public. Anytime I see a nursing mother, everyone is very supportive. They call M fingers, but I never see M fang. I've never met a guy who's single because he was too nice. And everyone who have said that to me have been either creepy or turned into mega douches once you show them a tiny bit of kindness. Horny. Hot woman in my area looking for me. Never seen a neckband and fedora on the same person. Cow tipping. Dates being torpedoed because the guy is rude to the waiter. Anyone claiming to be triggered or needing a safe space in a non-ironic or mocking manner. Everyone seems to fantasize about what they'd do if an armed burglar broke into their house in the middle of the night. But that is ridiculously unlikely unless you live in a really bad neighborhood. Real burglars wait until nobody is home, or they think nobody is home but one kid missed his flight. The only person I know who was ever robbed in the middle of the night when he was home was this guy who was showing off his gun collection at a party and bragging about what he'd do if an intruder broke in. And the next night people broke in and took his guns. Edit. 1,350 upvotes and about 50 anecdotes about people having this happen to them or a person they knew. See? Not very likely. I've never seen a shoplifter getting caught. With all the time I've spent in stores throughout daily life over the years, I figured I'd see it by now. Either the shoplifters are that good or store loss prevention is that bad. Or I live in an honest town. Trees falling in the woods. Edit. It's hilarious that my top rated comment is about f-king trees in the woods. The DVD screensaver landed perfectly in the corner. Pam said she saw it once when she was in the conference room alone. Men claiming that women are out to get them and they all are gold digging sluts that always cheat and will leave you broken and dry. I don't know how hard you have to dig in order to find these sorts of women. Maybe you hang out in some deeply toxic social setting, but 99% of girls I've met want affection, companionship and generally somebody to have a good time with. If you ignore them and act like a DCK or give them no peace of mind and they always leave you, you gotta take another look at your approach to relationships. Someone with a new iPhone and 5 kids buy steak and lobster with their food stamp card and then drive away in their Escalade. An undocumented worker taking a wanted American job. Somebody's Facebook page get hacked by someone who goes on to say embarrassing or terrible things in their comments. Millennials who have been damaged by PC culture. Rabid SJWs attacking men for being men. That they stayed in a haunted house and witnessed objects inexplicably moving. Or sounds with no source. I don't buy it. Women poking holes in condoms to trap men. Edit. Okay, it seems that a lot of you have experienced this. That's insane to me that a woman would ever put their body and future at risk like that. Fuck. This is an actual act of sexual violence and is incredibly dangerous. Edit 2. Here's a credible source. Yeah. If I was a man I would totally do that. That person is not fit to be in a relationship. Granted. I would probably want to be in the kid's life. But unless the woman demonstrated she had her shit together I probably wouldn't want to see or talk to her. LMAO wow. Sh 14? Row. Please tell me that's a typo and you meant to type 41. I have never seen a person in real life get upset at someone for saying Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays. Women who use abortion like birth control. I don't doubt that someone somewhere does this. But anytime I've heard it brought up it's always a hypothetical person. Professor for the past 20 years here. Never had a student offer me SX for marks. Sadly. It could also be an indication that I'm f***ing ugly. I'm sitting on the bus and I lolled out loud to this comment. Everyone stared at me. I've never seen anyone laughing to themselves and thought they were insane. Finding money. I found a $20 bill floating in the water at the beach once. 8-year-old me thought I was the richest son of a BTCH alive. I'm a woman who did online dating for many years. And nobody ever tried to send me a DCK pic. Nobody lied to me about their age. And every guy I went on a date with looked as good or better in person compared to their profile picture. I hear about so many people who have had really poor experiences with online dating. But mine was quite pleasant. Maybe it's because I got out of the game before Tinder got popular. I live by a park and walk through it with my dog multiple times a day. I see lots of men, without their girlfriends' wives, at the playground watching their kids play. And as far as I've seen, no one seems to give them dirty looks or treat them like they're pedophiles. Women getting mad at men when talking to a child in public. I always see people talk about it on here and I am sure it has happened. But as a fellow dude, I've never been given a strange look or bitched at for waving back to a kid or interacting with them in a public setting. Stray cats and dogs on the street just waiting to be taken to a loving home. But you see them pretty regularly on RAWW. I've never met a strange cat that obviously wasn't already owned or an absolute bruiser of an alley cat. That won't even come near a human no matter how much you chase after them with treats. One of my wife's friends is on Facebook claiming that people think women who have had a C-section haven't really given birth, aren't real mothers. I have never heard anyone say that and I've heard a lot of stupid things in my time. I've never had a mom accuse me of being a pedophile just because I was a man sitting at the park by himself. Saving 15% or more on car insurance with Geico. When I switched my bike insurance from Progressive to Geico it legitimately went from like $120 to $34 a month. I'm 70% sure that somebody at Geico made a major clerical error but I'm fucking rolling with it. INB4R Hail Corporate. I've never seen a newborn baby sleep through the night. Although lots of women claim that their baby was the best baby. She slept through the night from the first night we brought them home from the hospital. That's a f***ing lie and you know it. Stop trying to make yourself look better than other moms. Babies are trapped in darkness and utero. They don't have daytime nighttime worked out yet. Plus newborns have to eat every 2-3 hours in the beginning. Damn it. Kind of a stretch but not once have I met a person named Mohammed. With it being the most popular name in the world, statistics say I should have at least met one. Right? I've been an atheist for most of my life. And I've met a lot of other atheists who complain about Christians trying to shove religion down their throats. I honestly have never once had anybody try to convert me to Christianity. Political poll taking. I'm over 50 and have never been asked about who or what I would vote for. I have asked around and no one I know has ever been asked. So where do they get those poll results? Who do they ask? Nobody I know who does CrossFit talks about it any more than people who really enjoy working out. But aren't in CrossFit. If anything. The woman I know who runs marathons talks about her workouts way more than anyone else. The trickle-down effect when it comes to wealth. A true miracle happening. Not the kind of found my keys thank God. But the one special the smaller Christian communities tell you about. I read and hear so often about people having broken legs or arm repaired, but it always starts with my brother told me or a friend saw this happening. Based on the cartoons and Western movies, I expected that quicksand would have been a much bigger issue as an adult. Someone winning more than a free order of fries pie drink from the McDonald's Monopoly game. Squirrels pooping. Have you ever seen squirrel poop or one actively shitting? Nope. Bet you have not. Everyone kung fu fighting. You won't see them because they're fast as lightning. A lot of people I know seem to encounter a shockingly high number of rude and terrible people when they're out and about. It's like someone memorizes their schedules and releases the assholes the minute they step outside. Sometimes I run into people who annoy me a bit at that moment. But very rarely do I encounter one so awful that not only do I remember them hours later, but I have to tell everyone about them. But these people can't seem to go one day without running into a jackass. Boy. It smells like dog shit everywhere they go. But they can't seem to figure out why. That's why these people are kept at a very long arm's length. After having been to haunted homes, hotels, etc., they killed my childhood fascination with the paranormal. So thanks guys. You can stop with the witching rods and flashlight gimmicks. People not being mad after they say be 100% honest. I promise I won't get mad.